Hello, I'm Dr. Laura Murillo. Thank you so much for joining us. We've got a phenomenal guest. We've worked with him for many years in a variety of capacities. Specifically today, he's going to talk to you about his new business that's here to support entrepreneurs. Timothy, thank you so much for having us have you here today.
Thank you very much for having me. Yeah, I've worked with you for many years when I was the director of the Small Business Administration. Now I've retired from that and I've got a little company called Competitive Edge. And what we do is provide workshops for small businesses that help you work on your business so you can work less in your business. A full range of things from funding strategies to growth strategies to leadership development. So already I'm doing a little bit of work in that. I picked up a few clients and we're pretty busy with it, but always looking for the ability to do more.
So, in your experience, what are some of the things that business owners should particularly be aware of to grow their business?
I think there are two key things. There's probably a lot more, but there are two key things. First, if you have a plan to grow, you're going to need to pay for that growth somehow. So, what's the best way to fund your growth? You might think, well, I've got some money in the bank. I should use that. Actually, that may be the worst decision. It often makes more sense to use the bank's money because then you can take a little more time to pay that back. Once you've used your cash, it's gone. So funding strategies for growth, I think, is a really important thing. The second thing, believe it or not, is how to grow. Many entrepreneurs, they're very good at what they do. You know, Joe makes a great barbecue sauce. He understands how to do that. But at a certain point, that growth is going to plateau. So now how do you take the organic abilities that Joe has got in his company, and how do you expand that into maybe some other market segments or some other products that could allow Joe to grow quicker and more reliably?
So, one of the things that I know is a big topic of conversation, whether it's at Joe's barbecue place or at the executive level, hard time recruiting and retaining employees. I think
Exactly.
COVID has changed a lot. Remote working has changed a lot. What would you say to entrepreneurs who are struggling to find talent and retain them?
I think it's really important to remember that even though we all need money, most of us don't work only for money. So while it's important that you pay a competitive wage, it's perhaps more important that you provide an environment that your employees thrive in. So that differs by the business. In some cases, it could be that you allow them to work remotely from your office. In other cases, it could be something as simple as you reimburse tuition. It could be that you provide them opportunities for certification training that they maybe wouldn't have gotten otherwise. So there are a lot of creative ways, not only to attract them by offering some of these extra benefits, but then by helping them with those benefits while they're with you. And I tell you, after somebody's worked for you for a year, if in that time they got more from you than just a paycheck, then you're probably going to have a pretty loyal employee that's going to want to hang around for a while longer.
So, before we wrap up, anything that you'd like to share with entrepreneurs?
I think that 2024 is going to be a really stable year. 2023 was a roller coaster of sorts. But 2023, while it might not grow at the pace we saw in 2023, it's going to be a lot more stable, I think. And it's an outstanding time if you have an existing business to look closely at growing it because you shouldn't have a lot of crazy things to contend with like you did maybe you did last year. And if you're thinking of starting a business in 2024, the good news is this stability is going to make bankers more interested in doing small business loans.
There you have it. Joining us, Tim Jeffcoat, of course, has lots of solutions. So if you're an entrepreneur, you have a business, we encourage you to visit him and learn more. And of course, join us on Chamber webinars. Visit our website. We have a lot of information and people who can help you with your business. So thank you again for joining us and all the best in your new venture.
Thank you very much for having me. Bye bye.
Absolutely. Bye bye.